So joining us now, we have Brodeur from the Lions Club, who's so active in this community. Everywhere you go, every event that I'm at, I see you in the Lions Club representing out there. So you're busy throughout the year with Lions Club activities, aren't you?
Absolutely. Well, first, Joe, I want to thank you for letting me know it was costume day, so I could come as a lion.
There you go. Yes.
I almost stole some of your decorations here in the studio, so I could just hang them on my shirt.
You do have that. I've seen that Lion's costume roaming around at events.
I
We
could have
should
worn
had you
that.
brought that. Yeah.
Probably couldn't talk through it. And I'd be
Might have
sweating
been a
all the
little
time.
warm today, but
A little warm for that.
So throughout the year, whether it's the Jubilee and Flower Fair or whatever, we're seeing the Lions Club there. You do the Kids Eyesight program, which is really cool.
So many things, yeah.
Talk about what some of the events and your activities that you do throughout the year.
So we do a lot in the community. We do a lot for kids and other people throughout the state, if you will, and nationally. But some of the things we do, obviously, Lions were started or asked by Helen Keller back in the 1920s to support the blind and hearing impaired people. So that's a big part of what we do, but locally we do a lot of other things. So when people need help with glasses, they can't afford them, we'll help people with that. That's a big part of it. We contribute to the high school senior all-night party, and we have scholarships for 2 students per year. They do an essay, and we judge the essays and give them a scholarship. There's a camp up in Lapeer, north of Lapeer, called Bear Lake Camp for Blind Children.
been there. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. That was started by one of our own Lake Orion Lions, Al Casson. And it was originally over here in Franklin Camp, over on Long Lake.
Yep.
And so it's moved up north of Lapeer now, and so that's so that blind kids and other kids with other needs can have a camp experience like all others.
Yeah.
And they shoot bow and arrow. They shoot bow and arrow. They climb a rock wall.
That's awesome.
They have a zip line.
It's a
kayaking, canoes, fishing.
Beautiful area. I had a scrapbooking business years ago, and so in the off season, they rent it out to scrapbookers, and so you can go and experience the camp, and you get to see it, and so it's beautiful. Yes.
It's kind of neat. Even though that area that used to be the camp in downtown Lake Orion, even though that's been developed as a subdivision, they saved that Camp Franklin sign.
Yes.
So it's kind of neat when you drive through there and you see that sign that they preserved. That's pretty cool.
That's Lake Orion Lions Club.
Yeah.
One of our own members.
That's awesome. And then does the Lions, you do some work with the leader dogs too?
Leader Dog was started by Lions Clubs, actually.
Wow.
Again, back in, I believe it was in the 20s. It was started by a bunch of people a bunch of Lions that got together and wanted to have a place to train dogs for blind people. So,
That's great.
And it's still largely supported by Lions. And
that's headquartered in Rochester Hills, is it?
Yep,
Yeah.
Rochester Hills.
Oh, that's fantastic. So how is all this possible? How can you possibly do all this?
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I'll tell you. We have our charity events and we have our fundraisers, and we have coming up, of course. Well, at Christmas time, one of our big charity events is our Christmas basket program. So the week before Christmas, we fill the Cirque building in the gym there. We fill the place with food and gifts, and we distribute about 200 families.
Yeah.
We distribute, there you go. We distribute food and gifts to over 200 households and seniors. And it's a big community event it's all volunteers.
Yeah.
So families come in. My kids have been doing it since my oldest was 9 years old. Now he's 23. And he was 9, my daughter was 6. They want to take time off work or school every year to be there. It's a huge family event to get people there to shop, and then on Saturday morning, the 17th, we'll be distributing the food, delivering it in people's cars.
It is a great event.
Wonderful.
I've participated with my kids in the past
Did you?
as well, and it's It is. It's
What's so amazing about it, obviously I shoot video there every year, and it's just so well run and well organized, and to see all the volunteers like busy bees, but there's no chaos, there's no anarchy, it's all very
We do that part
regimented.
beforehand. The anarchy and the chaos,
Yeah.
that happens in our own meetings.
Where does all that food and donations come from? There's also, I see toys and games there, and
You name it.
food. Where's it all come from?
Well, a good share of the food comes from the schools. So the schools do can drives, and they get it all donated. I believe we have a box here in your studio and at the township offices and the library, Wonder Cleaners on Lapeer Road, a lot of different places. We have boxes for food and gift donations. So it comes from the community.
Yeah.
And then some of it we do purchase. We spend quite a bit of money at Meijer and Kroger.
Yeah, the perishables, the meats
Sure.
and dairy and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, people get a ham and eggs and cheese and milk, and I mean even things like toilet paper and paper towel and cleaning supplies. We give them a lot of stuff to just help them out at that hard time.
Yeah. Yeah, on one hand, it's sad that there are families in Lake Orion that need this service. Like Oakland County is one of the wealthiest counties in the nation,
Yes.
yet there are still hungry families that need this service. But on the other hand, it's so encouraging that groups like the Lions are taking care of them and for making sure that they have a happy Christmas.
Well, it's sometimes, just as you say, in a community like ours, those people are forgotten because that can't possibly happen in this place.
Right.
So we try to help those people.
Yeah.
That's one of our goals.
It's great how you bring the community together to help the community.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Now I kind of feel like I'm at Target because we have Halloween set up, but Christmas is right over here. And just in a week or so, we have a big event coming up. Let's talk about that. This event that's coming up in a week or so is one of the main fundraisers for the Christmas basket
Sure
program.
Sure is, yeah. So November 5th, we haven't had our auction in the last 2 years because of our favorite subject. And so this time we're back at the Malash dealership, and we're happy to have their help every year with this auction. So we have our big dinner and auction November 5th, and that's a big part of how we pay for all these different things we do, and especially the Christmas basket program. And so come on out, go to the, some pictures of some of the old auctions, nice. So go to our Facebook page, Lake Orion Lions Facebook page, and you'll see a flyer there in our events, and buy some tickets. It's a great, fun night out, the dinner and the auction, and we have kind of a mediocre MC for the night. Once again, they're going to give me a microphone. They don't learn.
Well, how great that Malash donates the space to you, and you fill every square inch of it. And the baskets, part of the auction and the raffles are the baskets. Where do the baskets come from? All the donations and stuff.
We have some of it we buy.
Yeah.
Some items we buy that we auction off, but a lot of it comes from the community, just giving us donations and helping us out in that way too.
So you walk up and down. It's a silent auction for the baskets.
Actually,
right?
we're changing it this
Oh, it's
year,
not a
Joe.
silent
Yeah,
auction. Oh,
yeah,
I'm glad I asked.
we're shifting things around this year.
Okay.
Okay.
It's going to be all raffles.
All raffles.
We're going to have a few live items, but we're going to have all raffles this year.
Okay.
So a little different format. We've got a new caterer.
right.
A lot of things we're
So
just
equal
changing things around.
opportunity. If you haven't won a basket in the past, this is your year to do
There you
it.
go.
Make sure you get
There
to
you
the
go.
event.
A lot of
Yes.
items up for raffle that are really nice.
Yes.
So how does that work? So if I were to attend, do I buy a raffle ticket and then decide which item I want to place it in? Is that how that works?
Well, the goal is you buy many
Many.
raffle tickets.
Yes, many. There's many options. I've been to the event, and there are a lot of fantastic baskets.
There
So
really
you're going to
is.
want to buy quite a few
Sure.
tickets because you're going to want to spread them around.
Yeah, you could buy
Yeah.
20 tickets and put them all in the bucket for one item, or spread them around however you want to do it. Depends on how bad you want that one
Right,
item,
right.
Yeah.
and increase your odds.
And so later on in the night, someone will pick up the container and draw a name and announce a winner. That sort of thing.
Exactly. And we also have
exciting.
other things. We have some card games. We have a board, like a square
Yeah.
board of squares. There's a bunch of different opportunities to to help us out and maybe win some money or a nice item.
I know in the past, the most popular item, in my opinion, was a puppy. I remember someone used to walk around with a puppy. Do you do that anymore?
We did that for a while, but it's always that risk that somebody gets a puppy and maybe they've had one or two too many, and now they have a puppy they bring home. And
they wake up the next day, where did this come from?
Exactly. So, no, we're not going to have a puppy this year. That one's out.
What a great event, though. Like I said, I've been there many, many years in a row, and it feels like it's the official kind of kickoff for the holiday season, because really it's the first holiday-themed event that I know I attend, that I cover. So, yeah, it's sort of the kickoff of the holiday season.
Yeah,
so.
we have a lot of fun that night.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but then one of the other things we have coming up that I know you've been to, and it's a big hit, is we go to the Pine Tree School.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a Christmas party for the kids there. That it just, if that doesn't make you cry, watching these kids in wheelchairs, and some of them can't talk, and we have Santa there, we have an elf there, we have Mrs. Claus, and we just have a party for them, and they all get a little gift, and that is really a touching moment. One of our events. So
yeah, for those who don't know, what used to be Pine Tree Elementary School is now the Pine Tree Center, and it's for primarily special needs kids, right?
Yes.
Right.
And so to bring Santa and Mrs. Claus to them and have a party, it's pretty special.
Yeah.
Where did you used to do that prior to going to Pine Tree? Was it?
Well, before it was before Pine Tree, when it was still an elementary school, we had a party at the Cirque.
Oh, that's right.
And so they would all come there.
Yeah,
it was the same event. It was just a little more difficult for them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now we all go to the one location, and it works out really nice.
Oh,
It's
what
been
a
fantastic.
great event. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so fairly recently, within the last few years, the Lions Club revamped their website, so it's looking nice. So if people want to go to the website and either donate or see what's going on.
The website's a little weak right now.
Is it?
Actually, because they discontinued the software that we edit with.
So is Facebook the primary
Facebook
way?
is our primary communication, or you can just email us at contact@lakeorionlions.org, or we have phone number too. It's on the Facebook page. Awesome. I don't have it memorized.
Facebook, I mean, social media. Really, Joe, that's where a lot is happening right now.
We had very few hits on the website. It was mostly on Facebook anyways.
Okay.
So
it's easy to find. You can search up. So you search for the Lions Club, Lions Club Lake Orion.
I do see a phone number here, 248-561-3203 for ticket information.
For tickets for the auction, you can call that number, 561-3203.
3203,
Or contact@lakeorionlions.org.
Are you still accepting any donations for the raffle?
For the event, not so much. I mean, we could always use some. If there's somebody has a condo up north or down in Florida or something they want to auction off. Certainly, we can use that. Yeah. Some big items to raffle off or auction off. But certainly, if you're looking for volunteer work, the Christmas baskets on December 16th and 17th at the Cirque. That's our best time. Families, individuals, we don't care. The football team usually comes over and helps us because some of us are old guys with bad backs,
And students still need to earn service learning hours, right?
Yes.
What a perfect way
we sign a lot of those forms that day. Yeah, they get a lot of time there. And also, if somebody's looking, I know a lot of people are retired or don't have a whole lot to do while the kids are in school. We do a lot of events where we need members. In the time I've been a Lion, about 12 years, we've gone from about 50 members to over 100 now. Wow. We're about half men, half women. In fact, our president this year is a woman, Denise. Okay. I'm a past president myself. So we have a big range of people from all walks of life. I don't know how many real estate agents we have. And if your name is Jim, you're really welcome. I think we have 6 Jims now.
So what are the requirements to be a Lions Club member?
Just want to help people. Really, just give us a little bit of time, and we aren't strict like you must come to so many meetings or anything like that. It's you do what you can when you can.
Yeah.
Family is first, work and family first, and you help out when you can. So
Yeah.
we aren't looking for a strict commitment, just
Just
help, the desire to help people, that's all.
That's great.
So
fantastic.
it's just a bunch of people getting together. We have dinner a couple times a month, have a meeting, and maybe a drink or two, and hang out, try to figure out how to raise money and give it all away.
And help the community.
And by the way, 100% of what we take in goes back out.
That's great.
We don't have an admin budget. The admin budget is some raffles we do internally with our own money and things like that. But
Yeah.
anything that we bring in as donations goes right back out into the community.
Did you mention the
great.
white cane? Do you guys do the white
Good.
cane? Right?
We have white cane in the spring.
Yeah.
And coming up here, actually the day after Thanksgiving, Friday and Saturday, and then the following Friday and Saturday, we will be on the streets with Goodfellow papers,
There you go.
handing out the newspaper.
All right.
So
Yeah.
looking for donations. So if you see the cones on the road, slow down.
yeah.
First of all, slow down. That's why we have the cones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll be in vests and look for us out there collecting donations for that.
There you go. Hit
That's
the
part of the-
ATM, keep some cash on you,
Yeah.
and when you see these guys down the
Day
road,
after
you'll
Christmas.
have the money in hand.
Black
to help
Friday.
them out.
Black Friday. Don't
There
just
you
bring
go.
your credit
Yeah.
card, bring your cash.
There you go. Roger,
So-
thanks for joining us, and thanks for all the good you and the Lions do in the community. It's really great seeing you out and about.
Well, thanks, Joe.
Yeah.
Tracy, thanks for
Yes.
having us.
Thank you, Roger.
We appreciate it.
And we'll see you soon.